Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the powers of radical expressions, which is a continuation of multiplying and dividing with our radical expressions. So remember, if I have the nth root of a and I raise that whole thing to the nth power, the n and the nth root here will cancel, so I'm left with just a. So for example, the square root of 13, if I square all that, what I get in the long run is 13. Or similarly, I have 4 times the cube root of 2x squared, but I'm going to raise that whole thing to the third power. Now you may think, well, this is just going to give me 4 times 2x squared, because the cube root of 2x squared to the third power, that cancels. But the 4, because he's out here and he's not within the cube root, the 4 gets raised to the third power first. Then the cube root part gets raised to the third power, which causes it to disappear. So what I really have is 4 to the third times 2x squared. So this becomes 64 times 2x squared, which 64 times 2 is, of course, 128, and x squared. Now, you need to be careful because this works fine with every part getting that power when there's no addition or subtraction. But remember, when we have a case here where we have addition, we need to think of this as that long multiplication problem, and we need to distribute or FOIL it all out. So this becomes the square root of 49 plus 3 times the square root of 7 plus 3 times the square root of 7 plus 9. Well, the square root of 49 is 7, and 7 plus 9 gives me 16. And 3 square root 7 plus 3 square root 7 gives me 6 square root 7. So that's what we have on that one. Similarly, this becomes the square root of y minus 1 minus 9 times the square root of y minus 1 and then a minus 9. So this becomes the square root of y minus 1 squared minus 9 square root y minus 1 and minus another 9 square root y minus 1 and then plus 81. Well, the square root of y minus 1 squared becomes y minus 1, and then these two combined give me minus 18 square root y minus 1 and then plus 81. So you see here, when I combine my final answer, I'm going to have y plus 80 minus my 18 square root y minus 1. Okay, so raising nth root to the nth power, this is what we're going to do. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.